Tim, can you read the back of the box? I assume it'll be shorter.
Here we go. The reality programmers at Dangertainment have selected Rudy, who is Sean Patrick Thomas from Dracula 2000, Bill, Thomas Ian Nicholas from American Pie, and a group of thrill-seeking teenagers to spend one fun-filled night in the childhood home of serial killer Michael Myers. But the planned live broadcast turns deadly when their evening of excitement becomes a night of horror as Michael Myers himself decides to crash the party.
Whoa! They don't mention Jamie Lee Curtis at all in the back there?
Just at the very end, along with a special appearance of Jamie Lee Curtis. Afterthought as hell.
Hello, Michael.
I did a full detailed review of this with Movie Dumpster a few years back. I love this movie. I'm very nostalgic for this film. It's the first one I saw in theaters.
Aww.
Okay.
As we all know, I'm the number one res tard. I love it. I got my Trick or Treat motherfucker shirt.
Yes, Busta.
But this is like nostalgic for me because this is when I was using the internet. I was following the production of this.
You were
Oh,
into
cool.
this. Remember
I was
HalloweenFilms.com?
Yes. I spent a lot of time on that. Bloody Disgusting forums.
Aw.
Back when they had forums.
Yeah.
Thank God those things got deleted. Who knows what
That was a
teenage Shorty
mess.
was saying in there. Yeah, and I was following when it was Halloween Homecoming.
Yeah.
Which makes
I
more
kinda remember
sense.
that.
Which
Yeah.
makes more sense of a title for this. And before I go any further, there were a lot of deleted scenes. I'm only going to mention like one. There's a lot of deleted scenes and alternate endings for this because they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. I covered that a few years back. I did the breakdown of both work prints of this film, and I go all into
How
the deleted
fun.
scenes. Yeah, because there were very different kills. They actually spiced up the kills in the theatrical version because the kills
good.
were a little too tame in the other one.
Okay.
But yeah, Halloween Resurrection. I love it. It's so stupid. All right, what do you guys think of like the beginning is like its own movie with Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yes.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the fake out with like it was a paramedic?
Total ass. I think
Really?
that was just not that great. I think it is extremely far-fetched. She goes down way too easily on the rooftop, in my opinion. And yeah, I mean, there's some good things about this movie. I think Busta Rhymes rules, but as far as like how the movie starts, I don't know, man. You were buying that even back in the day. You were cool with it.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that she wasn't going to be in the whole movie. Well, I remember originally I was like, oh, she'll probably like come back to save the kids at the end.
Oh, that would have been great, actually.
That would have been fun.
But then when I realized like she wasn't doing any press for the movie, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
never mind, she's not doing shit at the end.
Yeah, and she got the she got her kiss in, and
Ew.
Yeah, I'll
Why?
see you in hell.
yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, fucking Michael Corleone kissed Fredo before he had him killed, and they were brothers.
The kiss of death.
Casey, as someone who has played Laurie Strode, what did you think of Laurie Strode's
Oh my God,
final
you did.
encounter?
I didn't like her final encounter.
Oh, what did you think about the fake out?
No,
with
I thought the kiss was weird.
Yeah, what did you think about the fake out of the H2O where it wasn't really him at the end?
I think that got me at the time.
Yeah.
When I didn't know. It did get me.
Yeah, you didn't think this final fight on the rooftop was good with her Looney Tunes fucking Elmer Fudd trap?
Yeah.
I was like, how
I
did
was
she
like-
have time to do that?
It was there was a lot of holes in her plan.
Yeah.
It
But you know
just-
who I do love?
Tell me.
The creepy
Yeah.
I was going to say, I like that part.
Yeah.
the creepy mental asylum guy who I have the mask of there.
That's so cool.
Speaking of nostalgia, so that is the Halloween Resurrection mask based off the mold. I got that in
Oh.
2002 from Cinema Secrets.
Oh my God.
I got my parents to get it to me because I was super into it. I like the
cool.
Resurrection mask. All right, people don't like the Resurrection mask. They think his eyebrows are
It's
too
brows.
dark.
It's the brows.
I really like this Michael.
Mm.
I don't understand why he colored his around his eyes.
Why'd he do
No,
that?
around his
Oh, his
eyes.
Yeah.
eyes.
It's like he's
They
a
made his eye-
character
like-
at a
It's
Halloween
shadow,
event.
or-
They put black around his eyes to cover up the.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah, that was
criticism.
weird.
Well, look. Well, one, it could be criticism from Halloween H2O because they showed his eyes a little too much.
Right.
Two, look, at least they picked a mask and stuck with it, unlike H2O, where his mask literally changes in
Yeah.
between camera cuts.
True.
And is
True.
CGI at one point.
True.
So at least they did that. Yeah, he looks like a little done up. He's got his eye.
Like he didn't take the time to
Those
put.
drawn eyebrows.
Well, you know what's
makeup
funny?
around his eyes.
It is funny he's doing the black makeup. That's like what superheroes do. Like Batman does
Yeah.
the eye
Yeah.
makeup.
Yeah.
look, Batman Begins came out 2 years later. Maybe he was auditioning when he wasn't killing people.
Damn, that's
I
2
think
years
it's sick
later?
in the beginning. He just comes through the door.
Oh yeah, that was weird. Like, he does that in Halloween too, where he just walks through
And
the glass.
this is
Yeah.
where he does a ton of the one-up pull-ups. One-arm
Oh,
pull-ups.
I think they add. If I
That's
remember my
fun.
work print, because when he kills those guys in the beginning, it wasn't as gory as it. Like he doesn't decapitate them or anything.
Right.
I think they added the shot of the one arm thing because it was used in all the trailers for
That is
H2O.
goals.
So yeah, that's my original one. But a few years back, when I was still at Screenwave, we bought a bunch of props, and someone I think Justin showed me that clown mask, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I know that mask from something. I know that mask. What is that mask from? And I'm like Googling, I sent it to my friend Anthony. He's like, that's from Halloween Resurrection. I'm like, I knew it. I'm like, oh my God, I got the crazy guy's clown mask from Halloween Resurrection.
So awesome.
I did dig the crazy guy too, the spurting off
Yeah.
the facts.
That was
and, like,
fun.
It's a good in right into
Yeah.
title, right?
But yeah, it's weird that none of this plays in with the rest of the movie.
Right.
Nah.
I think Movie Dumpster told me that it's implied that there's like a year-long jump in between. Like
I
this
didn't-
opening and then the rest of the film.
I can't remember if
Yeah,
there
I
were
don't
words.
All I know is if you do watch my work print cut, they explain how Michael gets that cool sports car.
Oh yeah.
You want to know how he gets his cool red sports car?
Yes.
Wow.
A girl is having relations with a man in the woods near the mental asylum.
Okay.
That's where you do that.
All right.
And Michael decides not to kill them, and he steals the car. And then she reveals that the guy she's with is not her boyfriend, but Michael stole her boyfriend's car that she was stealing to cheat on her boyfriend.
Great.
So yeah, because that is like a weird element in this film. They constantly show the sports car.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I get that's Michael's car. Why is it so, like, where did he get this? And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, that's just like a leftover thing.
Okay.
So yeah, then we get a fun setup here because it's like, all right, well, Michael's run out of family members except for Josh Hartnett, but they weren't getting him back.
No.
They have a picture of him and Jamie Lee
Yeah.
Curtis.
Especially not with those bangs.
Josh Hartnett from Trap. Did any of you see
Still
Trap?
haven't seen it.
Still haven't seen it.
We were going to see it, my sister and me, and then it's not in theaters. It was in for like a week.
Oh, I rented it with my sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good
Nice.
idea.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of my sister, she asked me to be her maid of honor while we were watching
yeah.
this movie.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw the Instagram story. I'm like, and while watching Halloween Resurrection.
Good memories
That-
now
I'm
on
just-
Friday the 13th.
I'm just picturing you watching and be like, that's how Jamie Lee Curtis like, oh, that's so stupid. Yeah, I'll be your maid of honor.
So
That's awesome.
special.
Again, it's a very special movie to all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, the whole Jamie Lee Curtis thing, they just did that so they could have her in the teaser. Nothing to do with the rest of them.
Kill her off.
I do love the setup that they're filming a reality TV show.
It is just so of the time, dude.
It is of the
Yeah.
time, but also kind of like, because it's on the internet.
Yeah.
And like everyone knows that, last year I got real into that live
Yes.
show Fish Tank.
Yeah.
Fish Tank
Oh,
Live. I
Fish
had
Tank,
the winner. I had the winner of season 1 on my show afterwards because I was a meme.
Whoa.
Because I bought her shirt when I was still fatter than I am now.
Yeah.
And a bunch of guys who were also heavyset took pictures. Everyone, Josie will probably like delete the internet because all these fucking weirdos like her. I'm like, she actually came on my show. But yeah, this actually, it's funny. I'm watching Fish Tank. I'm like, wow, Halloween Resurrection predicted it.
Man, this is deep for you, man. You
It
love
is.
this.
It is. And yeah, and Busta Rhymes. That's because around this time, they're like, we have to have one rap guy.
Yeah.
Last time it was LL Cool J. Now we got to get Busta Rhymes.
My God.
And Tyra Banks.
Yeah, Tyra Banks.
Tyra
That's
Banks,
what
yeah.
sold me the
Yeah.
first when I first saw it.
Yes, they're
Her
doing
on
the
the
reality
cover.
show. And then they have the main girl, Bianca, she's played by Bianca something. I forget her full name. And Katie Sackhoff, a very early Katie Sackhoff,
Yep.
who ended up
Is that the blonde?
Yes.
I love her. She
Yeah.
has a YouTube channel, by the way.
Yes.
She does a reaction video of the movie.
Oh, I got to
and
see
it's
that.
so good.
Yeah.
I gotta see
I
that.
She's
really
great.
liked her reaction video.
You watch it? I
Yeah.
loved it.
Damn, I got to watch that.
It is refresh. The actress Tina from Halloween 5 needs to do this. It's refreshing when the worst character
Yes.
in a film
Yeah.
will admit it and go through their
Yeah.
performance.
Yeah.
I did like where she said that wasn't my bra that they showed. That was like a
I
body
know.
double. Yeah.
That's and she did most of the final girl screams.
Yes, because Bianca couldn't scream or something. There was like
Yep.
something wrong with her throat.
And there was a great part where she's like, I was in my Alicia Silverstone phase. Like I was doing all her different facial
Yo.
expressions. It's great. That's highly recommend.
And
So it's a fun setup. I know it's stupid, but it's a fun setup. The Myers house has cameras and they all have
Yeah.
webcams. And Michael actually shows up. That beginning is weird though when he kills the cameraman and the tripod has a big
Oh,
spike
yeah.
on it for no reason.
For why? Like, Makes no
That's
sense.
so annoying. Tyra Banks just making her coffee.
Yeah, dancing.
You know who's in this too? Our boy is in this from Smart House and Luck of the
I know,
Irish.
Ryan Merriman.
That's our boy from that's
Yes.
our Disney Channel original
Oh,
movies,
okay.
Tony.
When we saw it, like when I rewatched it, I totally forgot he was in this. That
Yeah.
was such
Which
a
one does
treat.
he play?
He's
The guy on the
computer.
computer.
Oh,
who's in love with
Deckard.
her.
Deckard, yeah. Deckard is in multiple Disney Channel original movies.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And
Deckard?
Final Destination 3.
There you have it.
We're gonna get back to Final Destination
Okay.
at some point. Deckard, Blade Runner reference.
Yeah.
I like him and his friend dress up as the Pulp
Yeah,
Fiction.
Yeah.
I love that too. I love that too.
Yeah, Deckard. I'm going to talk about Deckard in a bit.
Cool.
I said I wouldn't talk about too many deleted scenes, but there's a few that I need to talk about. But yeah, well, I forgot to mention the director of this film is Rick Rosenthal, who directed Halloween 2. So, I mean, who are
really?
you? Yeah.
Oh.
They
So,
brought
you
him-
know, John Carpenter
didn't know
makes
that.
Halloween.
Brought him
Everyone
back.
loved it. And they got this guy to do the follow-up. H2Go comes out. Everyone loves it. And they got the same guy to do the follow-up. He should have done Halloween Kills. That's all I'm saying. He should have brought him. He knows how to make a good sequel. Because everyone loves Halloween Resurrection. And it's everyone's favorite. The kills in this are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
American Pie Kid gets
Yeah.
a knife in the head.
That's also the dude from what, Rookie of the Year?
Rookie
Yes.
of the
Yeah.
Year.
Yeah, which my good friend Doug, Nostalgia Critic, just reviewed recently.
Okay, cool.
What's her name? Katie Sackhoff gets her head cut off.
Yeah, that was a good.
I do like that Michael has been living under his house for 20 years.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Eating rats,
Ew.
which we made a joke about in our short where Dr. Loomis
Yes.
goes, he eats rats, because we were like referencing all the sequels. Yeah, so that's pretty funny. Why wouldn't he just sleep in the house? It looks like no one goes there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's goofy, like you said. It's goofy. And I love the twist where like Freddy Buster Rhymes is planning all of this, but then it all goes awry when Michael shows up. The best scene in Halloween history is Buster Rhymes dressed as Michael Myers yelling
Yes.
at
Yeah.
Michael
Yes.
Myers.
I said, what you looking at me like that for? Huh? You don't get it? You don't get it?
Yes.
And Michael
Smacking
Myers
him on the head.
Michael Myers is so out of his element.
Yeah.
He stalks white girls and oblivious dudes. He was not ready for a sassy
No.
black guy. He was like, I don't know what to do. I gotta walk away.
He was sort of like so confused.
And that's why I'm glad, because like, you know, all these movies, they try to tell us that Jamie Lee Curtis can kill Michael.
No.
Or like, oh, Dr. Loomis, that old guy will be able to take him. Like, no. Buster Rhymes.
Yes.
Buster Rhymes is the only one who can stop Michael Myers. And we'll talk about Halloween Ends. Biggest missed opportunity. He should have came back as a new character.
He needed to. Anything to save that movie.
Jamie Lee Curtis is like, I can't stop Michael. And he comes in. He's like, I got this one.
Starts doing kung fu and
Yeah.
Kung fu.
spinning is like, yeah.
What did you guys think of the Kung Fu?
Loved it.
He liked it.
I loved it. I loved it. Give me more Buster Rhymes kung fu. Give me scissor kicks. Give
Well-
me bow staffs or 2x4s or whatever.
Well, I'm glad you said give me more Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Casey, this movie was saved. They saved this in reshoots. Because do you know what the original ending was?
Okay. I know where he's going.
No.
So you know Deckard, the
Yeah.
character who's been helping her the whole movie, getting her out of these situations through the text. I do like that he's watching it by himself and more people
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
show up in the room.
He became the life of the party.
Yeah. So on the page, on a script, this probably
Yeah.
seems like a good idea. Like, hey, this guy's been helping her virtually, should come in at the end and show up and save her. And they shot that. The original ending is Deckard coming in and saving her from Michael when they're in the shed and everything's on fire. Looks good on the page, right?
Yeah.
Thank God someone watched that and went, what the? No. Get Buster Rhymes. He's doing more Kung Fu. We're ending this movie. He's going to do Kung Fu and he's going to electrocute Michael Myers' balls.
In the balls.
In the balls. But the funny part is when you watch it, when the door gets cut down or kicked down,
Uh-huh.
you still see Deckard. Deckard is the one.
Yeah, you can see.
So if you like freeze frame it, it's Deckard, and then it cuts and it's Buster Rhymes.
Awesome. I need to rewatch that.
So I mean, it's stupid if you were to write the movie like that, it'd be stupid. You're like, obviously Deckard should save her, and then there's like a little romance because they shot
Do they
stuff.
even get together? Like, do they?
There
how
were
did she-
multiple endings where it's like when he was the one to save her. There were some endings where they were implied they were going to have a romance. But again,
Okay.
some hero saved the film, and they went, no. He's coming in. He's going to say trick or treat, motherfucker.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
And we're going to put it in every trailer.
I was waiting for that moment, and then he pretends to die.
Yeah.
Like, you think he dies. And then I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure he has a quote. I don't know. And then finally. So it ruined it. It spoiled it for my sister.
Oh, man.
so-
I'm sure she was on the edge of her seat wondering if Buster Rhymes was going to come back and save the
between Trick or Treat Motherfucker, let's get some, what does he say? Dangertainment up in your ass or something like that.
Let the Dangertainment begin.
Yeah, like, just so good. Like,
You're not Michael Myers. I'm Michael Myers. It's how can anyone hate this? It's too
He
stupid
stole
to
the
hate.
show.
Although it was funny, they asked John Carpenter when he was doing promotion for Ends, if he had watched the other sequels that he wasn't involved with, and he mentioned Halloween Resurrection.
Oh my God.
He's like, I watched the one where there were cameras in the house.
Yeah.
And then the guy at the end has a speech about violence, and I thought it was awful. And for me, I think that's just John Carpenter being jealous.
yeah, John Carpenter pretty much hates all the. I think he hates Halloween 2. He hates all. Yeah.
Which he wrote, but he admits it sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he likes the new 3 because they let them do
Sure.
music with the son. But I think he was just jealous because obviously the first one's the best, but Resurrection is clearly the best one after the first one.
Okay,
obviously.
Tony.
John Carpenter watched it. He's like, that should have been the sequel the whole time. Why didn't I think about
He's like,
that?
this is Hollywood.
Reality show, message about violence at the end.
Oh my God, dude.
It's great, guys. It's great. But I do want to say, Scream Factory, who I was praising earlier,
Yeah.
they released the first 5 individually, right? And everyone's like, all right, well, when are they doing H2O, Curse of Michael Myers, and Resurrection? I'm guessing Halloween 5 or 3 didn't sell well.
Yep.
So those sons of bitches, the only way you can get Halloween H2O is if they packaged it with 6 and Resurrection, which people don't like. I'm like, oh, you jerks.
Smart.
You jerk.
Smart.
Most people aren't going to buy. I mean, I would buy 5 copies of Resurrection.
Yeah.
But most people probably wouldn't. I'm like, oh, you jerks. Now I got to buy this box set.
Yep. They got you, Tony.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, why do you think it's the greatest movie ever?
Well, I know why. For you, man, this is obviously super nostalgic. The first one you saw in theaters. This
Yeah.
movie means the sequel means a lot to you.
Yeah.
And I love the passion.
And to be honest, where the series was at that point, it's like, I don't know, how much damage are we doing? Who gives a shit?
Yeah, that's true. We're really late in it. But yeah,
Yeah.
man, I mean, there's some great moments in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very silly.
What's your favorite part of this film?
Oh, my favorite part.
How much time you got?
I know. I'm glad Brian Merriman was in it.
All right, well, that was good.
No.
Yeah.
Were you guys let down that they didn't show Tyra Banks' death scene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talk about it in the work print cut. It's a letdown. He just chokes her and she's like, and I'm like, all right, it is weird because they showed when they were promoting the movie, there were so many pictures of Michael leaning behind her.
Yeah.
And for years, I'm like, I need to see this. It's not, a lot of the deleted scenes are still not on official releases. You can watch my video. But I'm like, I'm finally going to see the Tyra Banks death scene. And I went, oh,
You're
well,
like,
that sucked.
damn, that sucks.
They probably couldn't get her back for a reshoot. And they were like,
yeah,
just cut out the whole
Man,
scene.
That's boring.
I wasn't a fan of, oh God, I just forgot what I was to say. Totally just forgot.
You weren't?
Oh, I wasn't a fan of the final girl.
Oh, you didn't like her?
She didn't do
Yeah,
it
she
for
doesn't
me.
work as a final girl, really. I like that actress. I've seen her in other stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, she was a weak final girl.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
I definitely didn't care.
I felt bad for
Doesn't he Busta Rhymes carry her on
Yeah.
his shoulder
Yeah.
and then he turns back around? She's just
Happy
hanging
fucking
there.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Dude. Man, this Tony fucking loves this movie.
And
I'm
actually,
about it.
thank God they added that scene where Michael's at the morgue and he wakes up again.
Yeah.
But she technically,
Oh, yeah.
the one ending, she technically would have been the one to canonically kill him because she shoves an axe in his face.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie Lee Curtis wasn't even able to do that.
Nope.
So that would have been a letdown.
But she was able to jerry rig a trap up on
Yeah.
her roof.
Busta Rhymes killing Michael, all on board with. This girl killing Michael, I'm like, nah, cut that scene out. Cut that scene out.
Michael Myers is a killer shark.
Hi, everyone. Future Tony interrupting the video. If you, for some reason, were not very into Halloween Resurrection, 1, what's wrong with you? It's awesome. 2, there actually is another follow-up to Halloween H2O, and I actually covered it last year in a video. Check out my video, Are Halloween, the Curse of Michael Myers, and H2O Connected? I covered a series of comic books that, as you guessed, connect H2O with 4, 5, and 6, but they also have a different version of what happens after Halloween H2O. And there is a huge surprise twist that I think you would really, really enjoy. So go back and check out that old video. Anyway, back to this video. Bye. But yeah, so after that they went, well, shit, I guess all we could do was remake it. And they remade Michael Myers.
Yep.
Got the Rob Zombie movies. And then years later, we get Halloween 2018.
Yeah.
Which I really like.
I love it.
I love it too.
2018.
It's become my favorite sequel. I
Yep.
think it fires on all cylinders. It's updated just enough. It does what I like in Halloween H2O, just a little bit better without the whole sister aspect.
Yeah.
I really, really like it. And then I remember reading, and I've said this in the other reviews, that they had ideas for 2 movies. And then somehow they found out they were making 3 movies. And then we got Halloween Kills, which is a fucking train wreck.
Disaster.
You could tell they didn't know what to do. They were like, we got to fill time. He just goes around killing people. And
Evil dies tonight.
Evil dies tonight.
Evil
Evil
dies
dies tonight.
One of the worst sequences in a Halloween movie is.
Here's the thing, though. Because it is so over the top and stupid, I do watch it a lot. And I'm like, if you're just, that is a turn your brain off thing. But time came, they had to wrap up their trilogy, which is technically the 4th film. And that's where we got Halloween Ends, which I saw with you.
Yes, which was a nice experience.
Which again,
We
I
liked
have a full review of this already from when it came out with Crystal, but I rewatched it for this. So this is me revisiting it, but we're going to hear it from you two for the first time. But Casey,
Yeah.
can you please read the back of the box?
I feel like these 3 just have underlying themes.
Yes.
And stuff that are just